can in fact hear us right now.
Come on. Wow, it is wonderful to be together with you again, folks. We are coming to you live. This is the That's Not Funny comedy podcast. We are two friends that, well, we like each other. God, I always mess this up.
We love each other.
We love each other, but we don't like each other.
But we don't like each other.
And we're trying to bring a little bit of our life into your world.
Our sass into your ass. Frass. Is it too early?
You literally,
I like sass.
You literally look like white trash Harry Potter. Like your dad, like instead of Voldemort, like your dad put a cigarette out on your forehead. It
was actually my older brother Ricky's wedding night, and he put a cigar out on my head. It's only the third time in his life that.
Okay. Wait, did he?
No.
Also, in another way, you look like a beautiful Indian woman. So there's that too.
It's kind of funny because it's like a running joke. It's like a running joke in the office. It's
so you're becoming Indian?
Yeah, Shree's rubbing off on me.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Oh, it's a very big joke in the office.
That's funny. I mean, you have changed in the last 4 months, and not for the better.
Shree, you hear that? You watch out for this guy.
This guy won't stop talking about KPIs like they're something to shake a stick at.
Everybody fucking loves KPIs, okay? You're going to work for me someday.
You're the only person that uses KPIs, don't you know? You're doing a novel, interesting thing with talking about KPIs.
I'm not the only one talking about KPIs. Everybody's talking about KPIs.
Okay, all right.
These are the KPIs.
All right, white trash Harry Potter / Indian beautiful woman.
This is exactly what
Don't do that. Don't do that. You're turning me on. I'm getting a tingle. You just gave me a tingle.
See, I can make direct eye contact with you through this medium, and I don't even have to look at you. Hey there, lonely viewer.
We're going to do a lot of things tonight, folks. We're going to bring you some news. Obviously, we're not a news show, but we've got some things that you should know. We're going to play our favorite game, of course, where we guess the backstories to AI people. And we're going to continue our quest to become powerful. Going over
excited to get
another
powerful?
law of power. We're on law number 2.
Law number 2.
Law number 1, obviously, never outshine the master. TT's going to learn that by not being a more beautiful woman than Shree. Shree. Is Shree a handsome man?
He's fine.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
How are his lips? Because that really makes or breaks a man. How are his lips?
He's got moderate lips.
Okay, Shree is Tyler's business partner. He's a couple decades older. He's a gentleman that's Indian. Is he not?
No.
I thought he was
hair over a decade.
Okay. So he's like your Indian brother.
A little more than a hair over.
He's not like an Indian dad. He's like an Indian brother.
Half of a decade's worth of hairs over a decade.
Okay.
If we do a decade to hair conversion, let's say there's 1,000 hairs per decade.
Okay.
He's 1,500 hairs.
Okay, gotcha. So he needs Rogaine.
He actually could use some Rogaine, yeah.
Okay, wow, listen. You don't talk about a man like that.
Oh, sorry, Shree.
You don't talk about a man like that. I've never met Shree. I don't even think that Shree exists. I think Tyler just became a dick.
That's fucking great. I love it, yeah. I hope I've had a psychotic break.
Yeah.
If I'm both me and Shree,
I mean...
Okay, Shree and me. It's a show. It's a show about me having a psychotic break and running the business. Oh my God,
that's really funny.
I literally want to do it.
It would just be so funny for you, of all people, it would be like a mid to late 40s Indian business savant. That's your alter ego, just so left field. So completely left field.
Is it though?
Is it? I don't know.
Is it though?
I mean, think about it. India's got over 1 billion people. We could have Indian alter egos, of us.
We all have
an Indian doppelganger.
Mesopotamia is the cradle of humanity, okay?
What is Mesopotamia?
What is Mesopotamia?
Mesopotamia.
What is Mesopotamia?
Is that like what you take when you get cramps?
It's like potassium. Mesopotassium. We should start a company, Mesopotassium.
Oh, come on. We should start a comedy podcast.
Quit messing around with...
That's what we should do.
With Mesopotassium.
Where's Coda? Get his ugly ass.
I literally would pay him $10 to come to every... you know what I'm saying?
Where's Colo?
You're learning to love the abuse. You've got Stockholm syndrome.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
That's nice. I like that.
Make that a T-shirt. What was the thing we were gonna do? Many children were hurt. That's the T-shirt.
Many children died. So one thing that was not funny for me this week, it's kind of, and this wasn't really like not funny or sad or anything, but it's just crazy when you can get into a situation with somebody and then you can feel their mental unwelledness. Like there was this lady that came into my work and she was just she was like finishing up her phone conversation. And I was like trying to meet with her because she was requesting to meet with me. She like called and then like walked in, but then was also like on a phone conversation somehow in between that. And then I was just thinking like, oh, that's kind of rude that she's doing that, but you know, maybe it's an important call. And then after she hung up her phone conversation, then I realized that she wasn't being rude. She was just actually just batshit motherfucking crazy. And it's so interesting when you have your crazy klaxon going off. I just, what is that? Is it like a certain level of eyelid open or closed? Is it like a breath pattern? Like there's these little tiny things that you can pick up on people where it's like, oh, you're not like the rest of us. But do you know what I mean? Like there's the really tiny little subtleties where I'm like, you are a dangerous, crazy person, and everything you say I'm not going to believe, but you present as a normal person, and we'll just pretend
really
that's the situation.
Like that's one of the things that makes humans like
intuition. These little intuitive
really
things.
Good. Yeah, it's like we collate.
Interesting.
We collate lots of different pieces of data together really, really nicely.
Yeah, but you don't. But it's like it's subconsciously. I'm like, I don't know why, but I know that you're.
I'm
dangerous.
Uncomfortable around you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we like, you have it's a subconscious experience, but particularly around danger, and it's like things that'll affect your survival rate. That's the shit that you're good at analyzing.
One time I got into a elevator, and there was these two guys in there, and I was with my ex and her mother, and we got into this elevator, and it was just like weird fucking energy in the elevator, but everybody was being quiet. And then those two guys just said, yeah, right next door at that park, there was a guy that tried to stab me. And then we like went up to, we were at my ex's mom's apartment. They told
you guys that?
They told us that because they could like
that is definitely something
they could sense that there was
when you're giving off that kind of energy, you're like, listen, we're not going to stab you. We almost got stabbed.
We're not dangerous. We just escaped. And it was just so crazy how I could just instantly pick up on that. It's some animalistic shit.
Yeah,
it's very interesting. Very interesting. Not funny, but very interesting.
Not funny, but very interesting.
What was not funny for you this week?
The one other thing that you pick up on really quick. You want to know what it is? You want to guess?
Is there sexual tension?
Fuck vibes. Yep.
Fuck vibes.
100%. Yeah, because the two things. You gotta not get eaten, and you gotta
keep fucking. Yeah, fuck vibes.
And then
fuck vibes are a weird one for sure. For sure.
I wonder how all that stuff is going to change in the next, like, if we make it another, 40,000 years, 80,000 years, 150,000 years.
Once fuck vibes get outlowed.
Once fuck vibes get outlawed, how are fuck vibes going to be affected?
Yeah.
What wasn't funny for me this week?
Lay it on us, big
really,
dog.
Really big misunderstanding at work.
Really?
A really big misunderstanding at work.
Okay.
That is not resolved, and probably the biggest misunderstanding. Probably the biggest mistake.
You haven't told me about this yet.
You
realize Shree's not real, and he's a duality of your own brain.
I started. I built a whole massive proposal for a change to the pricing model for a client, and
taking to church.
I built it based on a 2-year out-of-date rate.
Oh.
And then built an entire presentation around it and presented it.
And you gave it to them?
And then they were
like, these are very agreeable terms.
Yes, we like that. That's very nice. Thank you. And then I was like,
wait a second. Your klaxon was firing.
And so I just had to be like, oopsie, I poopsied.
Oh, I made a fucky wucky.
I made a fucky wucky right in the dumpy wumpy.
Wait, so you
I gotta.
Are you able to recoup, to recapture?
I mean, they can't. Yeah.
As the feds would
I'm
say?
just gonna be like, nah. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not good though.
You're like, we are on top of our shit though. Just so you know, you can't trust us. We have attention to detail, which is something that you can trust in our service.
But I made a little fucky wucky.
And I do want to take you for all that you. No, that's always weird in like business or anything. Like when you realize what you can get, and then I've done that before, where there's been a situation where I made a mistake, and then they were like, yeah, and then I had to go back and be like, oh, actually, but then the vibe is like, just so you know, I'm not like seeing what you would agree to and then upping the ante to take advantage of you. I just desperately made a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, just so you know, like I'm inept. And you're an angel, and please still agree to these terms.
It's really awful because you're just like there's no part of you that can be like, don't think I'm a fucking idiot. Like you just have to be like, it's okay for you to think I'm a fucking idiot.
Right.
And
well, I like to throw,
fun.
and maybe this is a slimy move, but I like to drop in. This is embarrassing. I call myself out. I say I'm embarrassed because I am embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed.
I said, listen, this is kind of embarrassing. I made a mistake. Embarrassing that you can be embarrassed and everybody understands what it means to be embarrassed. So folks, you can chew on that. You can take that.
Is that kind of a psyop?
That's what I'm saying. It might not be the best thing. It kind of
is a psyop,
but it is. Like, it's letting them know I'm a human.
I'm embarrassed. You can't really be that embarrassed for me.
You can't be upset if I'm embarrassed.
If I'm embarrassed, you can't be that upset because I'm very embarrassed.
Folks, we're not a news show, but we do have a few things that you should know.
Hey, mouse control.
Nope.
Mouse control.
Not yet. Let me get in. Now you can have mouse control. I can have it.
Coda, you there, big guy?
Okay. Now let me bring this back. Bring it back to church. I've been saying that a lot lately. Take it to church.
Take me to church tonight. Whoa. Take me to what tonight? Whoa.
Take me out tonight.
Whoa.
Pregnant woman stabbed 14 times by pizza delivery driver over $2 tip. You may have seen this one circulating, folks. We're going to break it down for you. A 22-year-old driver was arrested on attempted murder and kidnapping charges.
So you stab and kidnap?
I don't know. Let's kind of pop this.
See, I feel like when you stab 14 times and you try to take them away, I feel like it's kind of just trying to hide a body, but it's like a body that accidentally survived, you know?
Let me see here.
Of a pizza delivery turned into attempted murder. Investigators in Osceola County say this woman, 22-year-old Brianna Alvillo, was a delivery worker. She dropped off a pizza delivery at the Riviera Motel.
Looks rather nice.
She looks nice.
She looks nice.
On Sunday, December
It's delivered
22nd.
to a hotel, to a motel.
According to her arrest report, the victim was in town to celebrate
Not a
her
surprising
boyfriend's
set of
birthday,
circumstances.
along with her 5-year-old daughter. On the night of the crime, she had ordered
She probably,
food for a total of $33.10, giving Alvillo $2 as a tip. Investigators say the suspect did not like the amount she received. Later that night, investigators say Alvillo came back to the motel along with a man while both were wearing face masks.
They really got some good. Is this a psyop? How do they have such good pictures, such good video evidence?
Say Alvillo stabbed the pregnant woman 14 times.
Jesus.
And all of that happened.
I want to know what
the
she stabbed with.
5-year-old daughter was watching. The pair then took off. According
For some
to the
reason, I
arrest
thought it was going to
report,
cut to the 5-year-old
investigators
daughter.
were able to trace the suspect's vehicle
That would
based
have
on
been
the
nice.
I have
files at the
astigmatism.
pizza
Don't.
place
This
he was
rate's
working
really
for.
late.
Alvillo was arrested and now faces multiple charges, including attempted murder and
The
kidnapping.
guy's tonality for this is all off.
AI. He seems AI. I don't know what the hell.
Can we get the very tail end of that one more time really quick?
Sure.
Very,
I mean, if the juice is worth the squeeze.
6 times worth of vitamin D.
Well, okay.
32%.
For us, it's eggs.
This is what you want. I don't think anybody wants this.
That's action food.
We're literally getting fucking Eggland best.
I eat Eggland's best. I eat Eggland's
getting
best.
egg cucked.
I eat Eggland's best. Do you guys eat Eggland's best?
I don't eat Eggland's best because I think that.
Monterey Park, California. I'm Robin Roberts. Wherever the story is, we're going to take you there.
She's AI too. She's fucking AI too.
They're
Everyone's
all
AI.
I can't do anything. I'm stuck. We're
I
literally
feel
just
like
watching
that
them.
was. I feel like that was. Who's the president right now? Who was the president?
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. I feel like that's Joe Biden. Got like he got. You guys ever watch Being John Malkovich?
Yeah.
I feel like Joe Biden got Being John Malkovich into Robin Robbins' body.
I mean, it's very possible with AI these days.
With AI these days, you can.
A pregnant woman
John
who
Malkovich.
delivered pizza in Florida was stabbed 14 times by a delivery driver who ordered pizza. disgruntled over the $2 tip, as we know. Let's see here. Melinda Irizarry. Okay.
You can say it.
Irizarry, 'tis the season, who was stabbed multiple times and was transported to an area hospital. She underwent emergency surgery for a ruptured lung and suffered stab wounds.
So it wasn't like
to the chest, arms, legs, and abdomen.
Wasn't like a key or something. I was just imagining it was like a key, you know, like she was jabbing her with a key. But when you've got a ruptured lung, when it makes this sound,
yeah, when a little bit of air gets secreted there. She's in stable condition. The driver, Brianna Alvelo, as she's the suspect, according to the affidavit here. She does seem pleased with herself. She doesn't seem like super distraught.
Those are also evil eyebrows.
They definitely are.
Is that bad
those are
to
like
say?
the eyebrows
that
you would draw onto like a Captain Crunch box.
Well, but not on maybe on Captain Crunch. Is Captain Crunch evil? You think?
I think he had a mean streak.
Crunchitize me, Captain.
Officials say that Irizarry placed an order at Marco's Pizza Shop, and 30 minutes later, the suspect, believed to be Alvelo, arrived at their motel with the order, which totaled $33.10. Irizarry handed over a $50 bill, requested change, however, to which she was told it was store policy not to provide change. So she was trying to do a little Christmas time scamming. She's like, I need $16 as a tip. I can't do anything else. After getting smaller bills to fulfill the order, Irizarry ended up giving the driver a $2 tip. After the incident, Irizarry told deputies the driver, quote,
8%.
rolled her eyes and walked away without saying anything, according to the affidavit. I mean, like, that's really not, like, okay, $5 is what I would expect, right?
Yeah.
That's standard. I'm tipping $5. $2? I mean, you definitely can't stab. I mean, I know it's the holidays, but the $3, people don't understand the thing with tips. The difference is the amount that you have to think about. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'll tip $7, but then I'm like, what if I tip $8? I'm saving $1. You're talking about differences there, so you're missing out on $3. You should get a $5. You shouldn't expect a 16 or whatever it is. Like that's asinine.
That's too much.
That's I mean, you know that. Like, and
what do you think
know
happened with Alveolo?
Aioli?
What do you think happened with the sweet aioli? Because I feel like she's gonna be in there in the interrogation room, and they're gonna be like, you know, talking to her, and she's gonna be like, I stubbed my toe.
Oh man, she came back later with an unknown male suspect who was armed with a firearm and forced their way into the room. The deputies who say Aioli was armed with a knife, attacking the victim and stabbed her 14 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a lot of stabs. Sorry, did I get you there in the solar plexus?
You got me. But it's really actually just the psychological damage.
Is it? Yeah. 14 times.
It's here.
She stabbed almost as much as dollars she missed out on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Because after stab 10, you're like wondering, am I going to get stabbed forever? I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like you lose track of time, and there's a space stab continuum that you're subscribed to.
There certainly is a point. Well, and there's probably also a point where you're like, it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah,
not
no,
that big of a
after
deal.
the first 10,
I feel like the first three stabs are the worst.
First 3 are terrifying because you're realizing you're being stabbed. Next 3 are really painful.
Yeah.
After that, you're settling in.
I think the first stab, though, is actually probably kind of nice. The first stab, because you're like, what?
Yeah. You don't even realize you're
exactly.
You're like, I'm not in pain yet, but I have been stabbed.
I really wish
you're like, do I not have pain? Am I impervious to pain now?
Am I impervious to pain now?
You start to feel cool for a second.
Nope. I'm not impervious to pain.
And then your
now.
$5 daughter, your $5 daughter is watching you get stabbed. I also saw
there's $1 million baby. And
she was also
she
was pregnant. By the way, she found out she was pregnant at the old hospital there.
That's not a good feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it kind of is. And we have some good news.
We hope.
Are you married?
I mean, if you're getting pizza delivered to a motel, you probably shouldn't have a second baby.
Having a second kid.
You probably shouldn't be having a second baby.
Yeah, surprise baby after 14 stabs. So what I think we do, Jay, is we run a company. Because what I was thinking just now to myself, I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice if there was a company who could guarantee no permanent injuries, but stab you once?
Oh yes, simulated stab.
Not even simulated. A real stab.
Whoa, I mean, so like, what's going on? Like
you go there. This is for the rich. This is for the elite. You know.
Okay. They just want to feel a little something.
They just want to feel a little something.
Okay.
Yeah, and you probably do drugs. I don't know. You probably do drugs. Do a bunch.
Well, no.
Of
So
coke
you get
first.
stabbed, but how can they guarantee? I mean, I need to be rooted in a little bit of reality here. Like, how could you guarantee that there's not going to be any bodily harm?
I mean, okay, so bodily harm, lasting bodily
I would
harm.
like a stimulated stab that's like 99% accurate. That would be cool.
I don't think you could get that.
No, because you know how like they have those little things that guys can wear that's like, oh, this is actually what it feels like for a woman to have her period. And then the guys do the whole fucking white knight thing where they're just like, oh my God, this is what you deal with every month? Oh my God. Have you seen those videos?
No, but
it's
I think
really
we should.
fucking annoying.
I think we should.
It's
Can we
really
watch
fucking
one?
annoying.
Can we watch one?
Yeah.
Now that we can actually hear. That kind of shit's awful.
Period.
But I mean, isn't that all
Simulator.
just I think it's a story. You know, I think it's a fable. I think it's a tale. Fairy tale.
I can't handle this fucking.
What is a period simulator like?
Well, I don't know, but probably similar to what a stab simulator would be.
This morning, we're tackling a subject that affects most.
Okay, well, this bitch. All right, let's get into it, fellas.
Here we go.
ladies and
American
gentlemen.
women and rarely gets discussed openly. It's period pain, cramps, and everything else that comes with it. According to one study, about 80% of women report being less productive at work or school while on their
That checks
periods.
out.
I mean, that
We
makes
met one
sense,
CEO
sure.
trying to change the
I get
narrative
you.
around period pain by giving men the opportunity to know how it feels. TikTok videos
I just
have gotten
don't
tens
think
of
this is
millions
accurate.
of views.
I just don't think
showing
it's
men
accurate.
trying a period
No,
pain
I
simulator.
think they are.
But for this entrepreneur, it's for more than just the laughs.
Like,
it raises awareness and all.
Listen. Obviously, I don't know. Okay, obviously, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know, but I do.
I love. Was it a guy that did this?
What do you mean?
Is the CEO a guy?
Oh God, if he is, he's a bad person. He's so rich.
He's a guy. I bet it's a guy. I think it's a guy.
I just like it's like
You expect it to be a woman, but I'm
imagine
almost certain
and
it's a
listen
man.
again. I don't know the cramps. Okay, I'm not like listen. I could very well be wrong. I could very well be wrong. But to me, I think it's kind of like when you have like and this I'm stepping aside here, ladies. Let me make my point. When you have like
You want me to hit him?
when
hit him.
when you have like diarrhea. And you're like,
Drop a comment. I'll literally
you've
hit
got
him
like
if somebody
abdominal
says to hit him
pain,
right
like
now.
because you have diarrhea.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to simulate that. You can't simulate that. You just feel that in your deep body. You can't simulate that with any electricity.
Amen.
So
Preach, brother.
what I'm saying
Preach,
is,
white brother.
this probably does hurt.
Sorry, preach half
But
brother.
this is not. I'm more person of color than I'm not.
He
all
is,
right?
folks.
But this is not accurate. This is theater.
It is
fucking
theater. Shocking
Also
is getting
highlights
shocked.
education.
Shocking is
Many
getting
women have
shocked.
been
Yes,
battling
period
their
pain.
whole life.
It probably is
painful uterine
like
tissue
different than
disorder,
fucking electrical
endometriosis.
shock.
Yeah, I feel like maybe like electrical shock is like
Let's pop it.
The pain can be debilitating
fuck that guy.
Exactly.
and overwhelming.
You know when you hear about somebody getting beat to death by
but
a brick
typically,
and you're like,
period
oh, that's
cramps
sad.
go
Not
unnoticed
him,
by
not
men.
Yeah, no. How can you function like this?
You can't until
Exactly.
now.
That one's the
We put
worst
them
though. He's
where
the worst.
How can
you would
you
have
function
ovaries.
like
Go
if
back. Go
that
back.
happens.
I don't know.
Wax
People
period-
have been doing it for years. It's painful and it sucks and it's fucking. It is
Folks, what
happening.
we're
It's
not
happening.
doing- we hope I hope you can understand here. What
I'm
we're
not
doing-
shitting on the biological
we're not,
experience.
We're not diminishing the.
I'm not
the-
diminishing it.
The period. Okay, we're diminishing faux attempts to experience non-realistic period and then turn it into a
White knight. Moment.
hey, what's up, Robert S? How you
Robert
doing?
S., How you doing, baby?
White knighting.
White knighting.
Yes,
Gary
that's what
is
we're
CEO
diminishing.
and co-founder
Come on,
of
show me the
Some Days,
CEO.
Oh, it
a
is a lady, I
Canadian
think.
Oh, it's
period
a lady?
pain relief
Okay.
company. Their team brought their electric period pain simulator to this year's Calgary Stampede, where they managed to bring the toughest
See,
of cowboys
they literally
to their
just
knees.
what is it called? Gray labeled. They literally
What's the
just
most
gray labeled.
surprising reaction
Oh, fucking yeah, white
I'm
labeling.
actually
Yeah.
they
genuinely
just white
surprised
labeled
over
it
and
a
over again by the
muscle
compassion
stimulator.
and the
That's pretty
empathy
funny,
that
men
Okay,
display
she can make a
in
period
these
simulator.
moments.
Yeah,
she gets to make a period simulator. But these guys
They're
don't
trying
get to
use
use
the
it.
simulator to take the stigma out
Okay.
of talking about period pains.
The simulator and what Some Days is really
Something
trying
about
to
that
do
guy
is
in
open up
particular.
that conversation
He's got too
in a
many
way that's not
accessories.
awkward.
Too many accessories,
It's funny,
and
it's
there's too many
lighthearted.
shadows on his face. You don't have that many shadows without a darkness.
Trying to do is
I don't know if it's
Period pains.
Look at the,
the
shadow.
simulator
There's a
and what Some
darkness in
Days
his
is really
eyes.
trying to
no,
do
he does.
One more
Period
time.
pains.
Look at that shadow in his eyes. I need you guys to understand. It's too shadowed.
He's laughing in delight as he's standing over you and you're in a fucking trench. He's put you in a trench because he's tricked you into thinking that you can trust him.
He rules the world. He got too strong. He got
He
addicted
has
to the
too
period
many
simulator.
fucking accessories.
He does.
Backwards hat, weird vest,
Jack Daniels.
shorts, I believe,
Jack
and
Daniels.
and a fucking sunglasses.
That's so you see like
That's a
you
dangerous
see
man.
The guy's wearing an America hat. Like I actually had this happen once. I was like 14 and like I guess for being from the Middle East back in the day when we were heinously racist and extremely on edge with folks from the Middle East, they kind of made poor little out for a bygone era. No, we abhor we abhor.
Get closer, sweet.
Oh, am I out of shot?
Yeah,
Here we go.
go.
This is a little. That was a little much. That was a little
much. Yeah.
That was a little much.
A little much. Go ahead though. Pop off, King.
Well,
Pop
they
off.
would wear, these guys would wear like America hats and America coats and like all this like stuff to kind of be like, no, I'm just a chill dude that likes America. And I was in a plane and there was a guy that was literally wearing an America hat, an America shirt, and an America coat, and he was a Middle Eastern dude. Mm-hmm. And here's what I'm gonna say. It's not the right call. It's not the right call.
Right. It's like,
Just
what do you
some
have
slacks,
to hide?
Just some slacks
Sure.
and a nice dress shirt. That's the right call. I was probably 14 and I was like,
I'm not buying this shit.
I'm going to fucking die. I'm going to fucking die on this plane. I'm going to fucking die on this plane.
Yeah.
Dude,
I think what you're saying is you question authenticity. And authenticity
I sure do, Jay.
is safety. Okay? And I mean, listen. Again, ladies, I just to put a bow on this, like not denigrating your experience. I'm sorry you got to do the period pain. That's not chill.
It sucks ass.
By any regard.
Physical,
I don't want to
emotional, the whole 9
patronize
yards.
the experience by, I don't know. Maybe it's not even that. I'm not trying to do a grandstand here about any this, that, or the other.
He doesn't
I
hate
just
women.
hate inauthentic motherfuckers, okay? And when you're a fucking idiot like this guy with the fucking the accessories, and how do you live with that? It's like, and you see people living with it every day. They mention that it's painful, and then you would make a reasonable accommodation if they're your girlfriend. You get them a fucking warm
I do like
pad.
there is actually
you make
some,
you make dinner plans tonight. Like, I mean, just it's, I mean, or they have to work. Like, I get it. It's you're trying to simulate a thing, but just stop with the white knighting. That's enough. That's really enough. That's really enough. Okay. Listen, just to put
But
on
it is the
bow on
goal.
it.
But it is
Okay.
the goal. I mean, I think that's what she wants. That's
Yeah.
what she wanted. So
Yeah.
she's getting what
I don't
she
really
wants.
think there are any guy things like bodily guy things. I mean, getting kicked in the nuts, but that's not really.
Just don't
you
get kicked in the
yeah,
nuts.
exactly. Yeah.
Um,
Trying to think. I mean, the unexpected erections, blue balls. That's kind of
pretty weak.
pretty weak. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not like a week long once a month.
Right.
A week long
Honestly,
once a month
really
is
quick
pretty
though, just to
fucking rough.
keep like getting in. I've heard something about period shits. That sounds like a bad time.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really, really bad time. But I wouldn't be like, how do you do this? How do you live? It just, well, you have period shits.
Yeah.
And it's probably horrible. Blood and shit at the same time.
I mean, that's the thing. You just adjust. It's almost like
you adjust. That's a good way to put it. That's what I've been looking for. You adjust. And life goes on.
You adjust and life goes on. It's like if you get both your legs hacked off by a maniac. What do?
You adjust and life
You
goes
adjust
on.
and life goes
again,
on.
not diminishing. It's just that's how people live with it.
You
They
turn
adjust.
it into a sex thing.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe. Blood play?
Well,
We saw those.
I wasn't thinking like right when it happened.
Okay.
I was thinking like later.
You remember you sent me that article of those two lesbians that were like fucking doing a weird blood play photo shoot, and they were
I
like,
don't
period
remember
blood is
that.
beautiful.
Oh yeah.
And they were like kissing in their period blood and stuff. That's probably not pretty unnecessary. I don't know if that's making any needles move to the left on sentiment.
I mean, you know, listen. I'm not saying no on a period. I'm not.
I'm firmly against them. I stand.
I'm not saying no to sexual intercourse on a period.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, that's
but
fine.
I'm also
That's
not.
fine. I'm not saying yes.
Creating a vaginal blood fountain.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Yeah. I'm completely indifferent.
Can
I'm
we
just
all
like,
just chill?
Yeah.
Can we all just chill?
Yeah. I mean, that is. I mean, you know, like we're all human, baby.
We're all fucking human.
When you smell the blood, you know, it's sometimes you turn into a vampire. Let's go here with the second news story,
folks.
TT.
We have got. Son of a bitch.
This is.
I mean, it was news.
I mean, it was.
It was news.
It was.
Okay.
Let me.
Okay, you're gonna do your job.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He does his job. I do mine. What is my job?
Yeah. Your job is to be.
Is it bad to eat a
just to be
Costco hot
slightly
dog
funnier than me?
on a podcast?
Well, you already did it, so.
Well, I did it when the camera wasn't on, though. Is it bad to do it when the camera's on?
I would
Probably
say it's
is.
bad to talk about it when we got the news up.
Body is found. Body is found at one. Oh, I shouldn't say my home address. Body is found at a home in a basement in a home in Paulsbo by Island Lake. I was just gonna say I was gonna kill you. I was gonna kill you because I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
Body is found in a wheel well of United Airlines plane after landing.
Okay, wait, really quick. I'm so sorry to like derail because I would hate this if you did this to me. But what? Yeah, that's not real.
It's a big plane.
Is that right?
It's a big plane. Hey.
It looks like a fucking Subway
Coda.
$5 cookie.
Good to see you, buddy.
Coda, what's
Good to
up,
have you
baby?
back.
Looking
Happy
fresh,
Friday.
Jeff. Thank you, Coda.
You never
I
know with him,
appreciate
though.
you.
Is that,
Coda? No,
Yeah.
come on. Why would Coda ever say something nice? He's
so
a mean-spirited person.
only time
And
it
that's
makes
why we love him.
sense
That's why we love him.
to put a body in a wheel well is if you're like a spy agent.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause,
well,
like-
I'm thinking airfare is getting ridiculous.
You were gonna take your Nana. You
Make
decided,
a couple chances. Make a couple concessions on your own safety to save a few bucks. You can have more fun on the big
Oh,
island.
you think they tried to get in the wheel well
may have,
for
yeah.
a quick plane ride?
That's right. They were
It's
like
just better,
less on
go in a
airflow, less on
suitcase.
air fare, more on locomoco.
Going so.
Come on,
the
big
right
guy.
flight,
Come
you
on,
got to
big
do
guy.
so. You got to do your
No.
research. You got to do a little research.
No,
You got to figure out what's right. They don't scan all those.
they don't scan, but there probably is something going on. Maybe not. Hey, maybe not. Maybe not.
I think it's super chill. I think
I know they open shit all the fucking time.
but it's a random selection.
Yeah,
you
how
might
random
have
is
to
it?
try. You might have to try a couple times. Can you? At some point, we're gonna get to the bottom of this, but
All
right
right.
now is not that very moment.
All right.
The discovery came after the flight, which originated in Chicago, landed in Hawaii. The death's under investigation.
Okay.
This is posted at 2:12 a.m.
Yeah, on Christmas, by the way, on
A
Christmas.
body was discovered in the wheel well of a United Airlines aircraft that landed in Hawaii after flying from Chicago on Tuesday afternoon, the authorities said. Flight 202 departed from Chicago O'Hare. I fly there all the time.
Wow.
I fly there all the time.
Wow.
I fly there all the time. International Airport.
It's only one of the
9:31
most
a.m.
trafficked airports
on Tuesday in Maui at 2:12 p.m. according to Flight Aware, a company that tracks flights. Information, no fucking shit. After the landing, a body was found in the wheel well of one of the main landing gears on a United aircraft. United Airlines said in a statement on Wednesday, the Maui Police Department said the person who had not been identified was discovered dead. So there's dead, and then there's horrifically mutilated by landing gear.
Yeah,
Dead,
I wonder.
You know,
I wonder.
there's dead, and then like on your way to chicken nuggets dead. And I can't, that's an important,
Right. Well,
that's
or
an
in this
important
case,
piece of
spam,
information.
as you know, the good folks of
Sure,
Hawaii adore.
sure. I love Hawaiian food.
Yeah, it's
There's a
good.
gentleman.
We went to Hawaii together.
We
I
did.
will say, in Hawaii, best pork rinds I've ever had. I was on a big keto kick. Only good pork rinds I've ever had in Hawaii.
Really?
I'll
Yeah.
tell you what. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's the thing. You have to say you like pork rinds when you're on keto. But you don't actually.
No, exactly.
But
They're-
I've actively
never
said so
liked
many times that I like
pork
pork
rinds
rinds,
ever.
but when I look back, not being on keto right now,
They're just disgusting.
They're fucking awful.
They're horrible.
It's
the concept
literally-
is bad. The execution is bad.
Yeah.
It's the skin of a dirty, dirty animal.
The skin of a dirty, dirty pig. That skin's been rubbed before while the piggies fuck. You know, you've got one big fat fucking swine arm over.
Right. Yeah. No, there it is. Break it down. Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Coda, I am.
Oh, you missed it, Coda. We had a whole beautiful
moment.
Indian woman. I told him he was white trash, Harry Potter.
I have a
cigarette
new
burned on the forehead.
A new compatriot, and he is Indian, and so there's kind of this office joke that I'm slowly being converted.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been about a week and a half, and it's not going.
Let's get back to the man turned into.
There may be a problem. Let me have my
dish.
fucking moment. The Maui Police Department, said that the person who had not been identified was discovered dead. They literally just repeated what they said above.
Okay.
The department is investigating the death. No.
You read it twice.
The department is investigating the death, said
Ignoramus.
Alana K. Pico, a department spokeswoman. The airline said it was working with law enforcement on the investigation. It was unclear how or when the person entered the wheel well, a compartment underneath the plane that stores a retractable landing gear. According to a United spokesperson, the area where the body was found is accessible only from the outside of the craft. The aircraft is a Boeing 787-10, the spokesperson said. Low oxygen levels in the wheel storage compartments and extreme temperatures as flights climb to cruising altitudes make surviving in the wheel wells or other areas of commercial planes rare.
They're just like anybody that wants any bright ideas going on in their head, thinking about cheap airfare. These are uninhabitable.
This is what happens. They actually did this. It was a plant.
Right. Yeah, they're just trying to make an example.
They're just exactly.
Nobody died. Nobody got turned into spam. I just watched the movie Carry On Netflix. Bad movie, by the way. Don't watch it, folks.
Doesn't sound like a good movie. Wait, did Carry On? Oh, Carry On.
Yeah, it has a
Y-O-N.
Yeah, like a carry-on luggage.
Because at first I thought you were like Carry On, and I'm like Alien Planet, and then I was like, is he mispronouncing carrion? Like carrion, like a vulture?
Sure. Right. That was a lot of thoughts there for a couple seconds.
A lot of thoughts, really
Your
quick.
brain just works so fast, bro.
A lot of thoughts. Kaposi sarcoma could be. My armpit was hurting last week. Now I've got this.
You never know.
You never know.
You really never know.
Something terrible.
But yeah, don't watch Carry On. Even if you like Jason Bateman, not worth it. Anyway.
Fuck, I really do like Jason Bateman.
I know.
Is it a new movie or an old movie?
His T has dropped too much.
His testosterone?
Yeah.
Old men become old women.
Anyway.
And 5%.
No.
Across the table.
No.
Yeah, across the table.
No. You need to change that little guy.
Oh, fair. Probably something like 72 or something like that.
Well, I would say maybe 160 or something.
Really?
Yeah, I'm only like I'm more person of color than I'm not. So
wait, how far does that go though?
That goes pretty far. I mean, it's into my genetics.
Okay. Are we talking 60?
I'm like 30% white.
Wow.
Like 30, and then like and then I'm like white Spanish too.
God,
Wait, well, yeah, no, maybe. I don't know. It's tough. It's really tough to say.
Do you guys remember the
I gotta pull up the 23andMe again.
Do you guys remember the white? Poor little out. Wow. Okay. So yeah. So not 75.
Yeah.
So like 65, 60, 65, 70.
Yeah. I'll pull up I'll bring the receipts. I'll bring the
that'd
receipts.
be good. That'd
I'll
be
bring
really
the
good.
receipts.
2021, a 26-year-old man survived a flight from Guatemala to Miami. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
After hiding in the airplane's landing gear compartment, officials said. In
But he was built
2019,
different.
the body of a man believed to have fallen from the landing gear compartment of a flight to Heathrow Airport. That's a fucking hell of a ride. That's a way to go.
That's rough.
So, yeah.
To Heathrow from Kenya.
Because here's the thing.
Landed in the backyard of a house in southwest London. Imagine you're having tea and biscuits, and a literal Kenyan man comes in. I like to imagine that he landed in a pool, you know.
And he was actually fine, but then they
were like, "Wow, what an amazing cannonball!" That's nice. Yeah.
And then it's like what's the movie where who's everybody's favorite? Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy goes to New York. What's that? Zimbabwe Prince guy goes to New York.
Oh yeah.
You guys following me?
Shit? I don't know what that is. That a little bit before our time.
Yeah, but it's kind of like that. Then it's a
Coming
whole
to
movie.
America.
Coming to America.
Yeah. I think we're done here, right?
Are we? In 2019, the man believed. So here's the thing that I wanted to say. So you're doing this, and it's like, okay, you get in, and it's scary. The landing gear is gonna close up. The landing gear is gonna come up. Wait, how is Ricardo here?
I don't know. I think he was just maybe saying that. And HIV visa. No, I haven't gotten tested, but I don't think I have any venereal diseases. I think I'm pretty clean.
So you get in, and then you've got to ride with it while it's open because the landing gear's down, the plane's on the wheels. So then it, like, okay, I made it.
If you don't get crunched, that's
a good feeling.
Probably a wonderful feeling for the first 20 minutes or so.
You don't know. They don't put speakers in down there. They're not like, okay, folks, we're 20 minutes from landing. So for the last couple hours of the flight, you're like, fuck.
You're waiting with bated breath.
This motherfucker is gonna open up at some point, and I have got to be hanging on tight.
That's true.
That's got to be stressful.
Yeah.
No,
you're right. You're right.
So it's like,
when you're right, you're right.
And that's where you go like, fuck, $900, $700, $1,200 for a plane ticket.
That's really an assurance of safety.
if compared to trying to ride the fucking, compared to stowing away in the landing gear.
But
just get in a fucking suitcase.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe that's what, but in the suitcase you'll suffocate. Like, you need to have some sort of like ventilation system. Like, that's the problem. You're going to get too hot.
Breathable fabric, Jeffrey. Breathable fabric.
But then
don't be a fool for cool.
With the way that they are,
don't need any
bouncing you around the
fancy
tarmac on those carts, off the carts, on the ramp, into the arms of somebody that doesn't care.
Honestly, that sounds like fun to me.
Wow, you're a glutton for punishment.
I was just reading about people that wear butt plugs in public.
Oh yeah.
That's a whole thing, apparently.
You were, yeah. Why were you reading about that? You were thinking about making life a little bit more interesting.
I saw a story.
Okay.
Story.
There's like there's the one that the ladies can wear that the gentlemen can control.
And there's the one that gentlemen can wear that ladies can control.
And there's the one that gentlemen can wear that they can control themselves.
That's probably the one that I'm.
You're at a KFC and you're just making yourself. Prostate cum.
Oh my god!
For no reason other than you're just living life to your.
I don't know. It's not clean, but it feels clean.
KFC does not feel clean. What are you talking about? That's dirty as shit.
Their branding is very nice and white.
Okay, so is Chick-fil-A. They're all white.
Chick-fil-A feels cleaner
Chick-fil-A
than McDonald's.
is very clean.
Let me
Chick-fil-A
just say
the cleanest.
Let me just say, I haven't been to a McDonald's place in a grip.
That makes sense. They're pretty much eradicated. McDonald's has changed to
they're
be.
Not.
They're trying to be a Starbucks.
It's still there in Silverdale.
Well, but a lot of these McDonald's have had renovations. They're trying to bring it into
Does Kingston not have a place anymore?
I don't believe so. I think it's like a weird fucking like side lounge with like a fireplace.
Honestly, that's kind of sad. They're disgusting filth pits.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But it's still kind of sad.
I don't understand why McDonald's is trying to be something that it's not. I guess
filth pit.
I guess the supersize thing, the supersize me.
They really had to fight back on that.
Yeah,
they really had to fight back on that. But they did. But the funny thing though is they didn't do anything that actually makes a difference. They just did like a little bit of light like Starbucks maneuvering, like you said, and that's it. They didn't like change their menu. They didn't like reduce fat or trans fats or, they didn't do a goddamn thing.
Sure.
The sizes are still fucking huge.
Morgan Spurlock is a fucking hack, and he deserves to be dead. So I'll just say that. The supersize me thing, that was just. Listen.
So you like McDonald's?
I worked for McDonald's. That's my first employer, okay? And yes, when I did the training, it did say specifically be extra nice to children because that's how you create lifelong memories and lifelong customers. And so, I think that they are a strategic business, and I think that they are a Machiavellian business, and I think that's what America is founded on. And that's, I would like...
of Machiavelli... No, do we do the laws of power at the end?
We can do it right now.
Let's toss
Folks,
a law of
we
power
are getting powerful this year. That's a big thing for us in 2025. Brother Wife becomes powerful.
Not weakness.
That's not weakness. We've got Law 2.
That's not weakness, powerful podcast. We're changing the name.
Law 2 of the 48 Laws of Power. Let's dig in. Never put too much trust in friends.
Learn how to use enemies.
Wow.
That's two things.
That
Robert
is two
Greene.
things.
Is
That
it
is
Brian
two-
Greene?
it's
Michael
Ro-
Greene?
It's Robert
Greene.
Robert Greene. Yeah.
Robert Greene.
Be wary of friends. They will betray you more quickly, for they are easily aroused to envy. They also become spoiled and tyrannical. But hire a former enemy, and he will be more loyal than a friend because he has more to prove.
I feel like he wrote this specifically for someone.
For one
person. He's like, I'm going to have to make this really popular.
Exactly. The entire thing. He's like, okay, I can't put this as like law number 1. That's too on the nose. But law number two. Because he's a tyrant. He's not going to read the whole book, but he will read the first 2 laws probably. And that's where I'll fucking stick it to him.
A former enemy, and he will be more loyal than a friend because he has more to prove.
In fact,
you have more to fear from friends than from enemies.
If you have no enemies, find a way to make them.
What the fuck is this book on about?
I don't know about. I don't think at law 2. I don't know if I am endorsing this. I mean,
I feel like is this a bad translation? This is like a Russian guy that translated the Spanish laws of power. Son of a bitch. Are the Spanish laws of power the same as the English laws of power?
Is it like an ASL situation where like it's different for each
Never
country?
use more than 2 scoops of crema in your burrito. It will make you gassy and significantly impact negotiations.
Okay, Law 2, 48 Laws of Power. Let's see here.
Never have more than 2 roosters.
Yeah.
3 roosters is too many. This is known.
Never pick too many rocks out of your rice. Always have a pebble or 2 to toss around in case you need to spit it at a worthy adversary. Yeah, no, this looks like we're here.
It's legitimate. That's fucking
okay. So like, I can understand about the friends thing, right? Like I mean, it's never put too much trust in friends. Okay, sure, that makes sense. Learn how to use enemies. Sure, that makes sense. But then the blurb, that's where it really starts to become unraveled. I mean, not all friends become spoiled and tyrannical to the point where you can't trust them. That's called a bad friend. That's called a bad person.
That's called a bad person, folks.
But
then if you have no enemies, find a way to make them.
That's
one.
And I wouldn't hire an enemy unless they had like a very
good skill set.
You just kind of hired a former enemy.
Oh,
not to air your dirty laundry.
Sure.
But I mean, this person knows that they at one point.
Sure. Yeah.
So you did kind of.
I mean, you know.
Yeah. Have you been reading the 48 Laws without me? Are you 48 Law pool sharking me right now?
No, I'm not. It's just if you have no enemies, find a way to make them.
That's just. I don't know about that. And I mean, enemies might
also,
just come your way.
It's not that hard to make. Like, find a way to make them. Like, it's really tough.
There's a lot of ways
all you
to
have to
make
do:
them.
hit their dog. Hit their dog with your car.
Hit their dog. Say bad things about their children.
Get
on a public forum.
Get a glass bottle of milk and smash it into the back of their head at the office in your workplace environs.
Yeah. Basically, don't go into business with your buddy. That is true. No, I do like that, Coda. It makes sense. Friends get envious, as we saw in the last episode. Enemies respect you on a level.
Huh.
Oh my gosh. Listen, if you knew the fucking ego that you have to tend to off the camera and on the camera, you would know my position.
I'm a fine young man.
You would know my position.
I think I'm a fine young man.
Okay. Good God.
I'm calling bullshit on this one.
Yeah, I mean, should we approve some and disapprove others?
Yeah, I just think he should have just shut his fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Be wary of friends; they will betray you more quickly. But hire a former enemy, and he will be more. Also, why is he writing like this is the fucking Bible? Did he write this in 1848?
Yeah, no, I would say like just be wary that friends aren't an ultimate safe space.
Yeah,
like
makes
something
sense.
like that, and then the enemy stuff
it's
like
all part of the KPIs.
It's all part of the KPIs, baby. But the enemies portion is, I mean, let me see here. I don't know. Yeah, like the enemies portion is only if you're like the enemy has a specialized skill and they are the only person that can deliver. Like I don't know. It just Yeah, we don't. This.
I mean,
these one for
there
two.
There is a certain element of like you're watching somebody. You're predicting. You're already predicting. You're already like, okay, this person's gonna fuck me up, so I'm gonna watch them. But it's like, or you could just not have someone you have to watch, like a hawk,
right?
Who's gonna stab you in the fucking back. Here's a great idea. How about we just do away with all of this? Hire fucking strangers. Is that a good idea? Can we just settle on that? You don't have to hire your enemies or your friends. You can just hire fucking strangers because you live in a city with 14 million people.
That's true.
And there's a weird website called Indeed.com. Did he write this before Indeed?
I think he may have. That was his problem.
That was his problem.
He wrote this before Indeed. Yeah. He did have a book with 50 Cent called The 50th Law, and maybe the 50th Law is just use Indeed.com.
Use Indeed.com.
But then there's 48 laws of power. So maybe the 49th law before the 50th law is just use ZipRecruiter.
I kind of want to do... I kind of want to do one that's just
never use Craigslist.
Always related back to farm animals. Never put too much trust in chickens. Learn how to use cows.
Sure.
You know,
a sheep's wool is never the softest on the first shear. Never forget that.
I also fucking hate people that I fucking hate people that write like it's the Bible. This is not the fucking Bible. This is not the fucking Bible. The reason that the Bible was written like the Bible isn't because it was the Bible. It's because that's how everyone wrote shit.
Coda says, nah, most of my best friends started as competitors. Making someone hate you is the first step in making them love you.
Which is the second step in making them suck your dick.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
It's all along.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, Coda. I mean, what was your...
I do think hate. I do actually prescribe to that kind of belief that like hate is this close to love.
Sure.
On the spectrum.
Yeah.
Hate is this close to love on the spectrum.
So in order to hate, you need to. It's either two things. You need to know that person so intimately that you understand the facets, or you need to be projecting yourself onto them. There's really only two ways that you can truly hate. A self-projection or an understanding to a degree that you can pick them apart and assassinate their character in your own mind.
I think the inverse, like not the inverse, but like a corollary to that is that the reason that hate and love are so close together is because when somebody loves you or when somebody's close to you,
Come a little closer.
They're
Come a little closer. I'm getting cold.
When somebody's close to you,
feels nice on the collie.
Here, we'll be back in just a second. When somebody's that was quick.
That was nice.
That was quick. When somebody's close to you, their opinion matters more, and you feel like they have a more 3D image of your soul, spirit, mind.
Right.
And so when they cast judgment, it's like it's likely a lot more accurate. Like they maybe it's not even necessarily likely more accurate, but they know you more. And so like when you run into a stranger and they're like, you're a fucking dickhead, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you're judging me based on like 90 seconds of experience. You have no idea who I am, whatever.
But usually that's a projection on they're a dickhead. They're a dickhead. Or okay, sorry, no, there's a third thing. So it's a self-projection, it's a reference to a projection of another person they had in their life, or it's a granular understanding to the point where they can just nail you down.
Or it's a projection of a sheep.
Or it's a projection of a sheep that you cannot trust.
That you cannot trust. The fleecing of the third sheep.
Yeah, okay.
However,
I see what you're saying, though, Coda. Someone who hates you will get obsessed with you. Then you pick a time and start giving them affection. Then they're fucked. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I can see it.
I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. Once you start... what would be that mechanism then? So they are basically forced to... reconsider because of...
So I think that's kind of like the whole game of like the typical mechanism of action for somebody with borderline personality disorder is like create dissension,
and then create a solution,
and then create a solution and suck somebody in, and then create distance and create a problem. And so like I think it's actually like
interesting.
Like I think you can model and use that, but I think it's actually a really common... And if you look at people who
it's a common pattern,
who catastrophize things.
Oh, that's the worst.
And then it's like, but I solved it. But I solved this giant little problem.
Honestly, I would almost rather have a solve it and I'm good and look at me and I'm preening than a motherfucker that just and then this. I am so sick of motherfuckers. it is just disgusting when people do that.
Coda, have you been doing this to Jeff?
No, it's not Coda. I just...
Well, no.
Sometimes in a professional sense, you'll just have these people that are like, yeah, and then this, and then only if they could do this right. And it's just like, you realize that we're all fucking monkeys and nothing's perfect. And like, if I opened up your fucking car dashboard, I would put in a camera, and then I would make sure that you got a bright flash of light and then ran off the road at a vulnerable moment. I hate you. I hate you.
It's a weird...
Do you realize that?
That's a weird...
No, I can't handle when people don't have any like decorum of...
Well, it's like unrealistic expectations. I think people living in like Disney movies in real life, you know? And it's like...
It's just like
thinking that professionalism is actually a real thing. Like thinking that professionalism is like a real thing. Like somebody walks inside of their office and is still professional, you know? Like... Thinking that a business is like, actually well organized and fully functional.
That is
like
funny.
that's it's a joke. It's a fucking complete joke, because at the core of every business is a bunch of said monkeys.
Yeah.
Just running a fucking rodeo with some good branding and hopefully enough people and protocols to not drop the ball and forget to send 2 weeks worth of invoices.
I just can't handle when, I don't know. It's like, when you're in a spot, you're all supposed... I don't know. It's just... If we're not all, like, working towards something that we all are, like, on board, if there's not one band, one voice, then we're just wasting everything that we are. Like, it's just... I don't know. I really value unification.
The human colossus. You want the human colossus.
I want I need it. I need the colossus.
Well, it's fucking coming, so you'll be really stoked.
It sounds delicious. I want colostomize me, Captain.
Have you guys colostomize me, Captain?
No, I hate motherfuckers that are just
Captain.
They just want to gaggle on and complain. It's just
Captain?
It's a real.
No,
as I've been on a tirade, gaggling on and complaining for like fucking 3 minutes, but
that's pretty funny.
I don't know. It's just
that's really.
I'm not
funny.
so good with the words these days. You know, I may have a brain eating amoeba, and I can't really like explain my sentiment, but it's really exhausting. You know,
you do have a brain eating amoeba, but it's I hear you.
Let's all just fucking understand that shit is not perfect, and we're just all fucking trying to do one thing together.
I just found out that my headphone cord is a little bit
really?
A little bit. It's. Look at that.
Oh, that's not nice. That's not nice.
And I started dealing with it, and then I realized you're live on the air, bud.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop, and it's really hard for me to stop right now. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah. Did you have anything else to say about that, or? Because I'm gonna go to the next segment here.
I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Why do they always want us to do children?
Yeah, they're doing a lot more kids these days.
I don't really want to go down that road. Okay. This guy, I mean, this
not
is
bad.
This is a guy that plays the Luigi Mangione guy in like a really low budget remake.
Yeah, he
really,
does.
really low budget.
For some reason, I really thought you were gonna say Luigi's Mansion, which was a really
that's
sick
really
GameCube
close
game.
to Luigi Mangione.
Okay,
it's actually kind of weird. It's kind of.
Anybody doing any work on that? You guys are all doing all this work on whether he was here, he was there,
Okay, Coda in the group, 80 to 90% of the people just want to tune out and participate, and want the other 10% to tell them what to do. Yeah, no, I get that, but it's, I don't know, it's participating in just shitting and farting out of your mouth. You know, it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I wish that I could just be as authentic as I wanted to be on the stream without any real world consequences of people in my actual life.
We have to burn all our bridges.
It's a problem.
We have to burn all our bridges first, which the stream is going to help us do.
Yeah, no, that's going to be nice.
The stream is going to definitely help us do that.
I just
and once this is the only thing
well,
left.
And that's the true way to actually probably be the funniest. is just fucking out every single person in my
Pure
personal life.
fucking nihilism.
Honestly,
No, 100%.
But
be
you
great.
know, I'm fucking hedging my bets right
absolutely
now.
great.
So, like, anyway, this is low budget Luigi Mangione. Also, this guy could probably have played a trombone.
He would kill a CEO, but what CEO would he kill? It would be like a funny CEO.
Yeah.
Everyone would like it.
Right? Yeah, it would be like the
He'd
CEO.
kill like Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking like Chick-fil-A for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe.
See, everyone would be fucking pissed about Ronald McDonald. Here's the thing: everyone is like, "Oh, McDonald's."
He would kill a CEO for a personal vendetta, though. But go ahead.
You know, it wouldn't be a personal vendetta. It would be like he's actually like he's mid psychotic break right now. He would like think. He would like think he was playing a video game.
Oh, okay. But
he would like think he was playing a video game.
I think it would be like a personal vendetta, as in.
I don't think he would do it for a personal vendetta.
Like he was like
I think he would like find
him
a
and the
baseball bat
CEO
on
went
the
to the
street.
same vet, and then he was waiting in like the emergency room, and then the CEO's dog came in.
This is just Luigi Mangione all over again.
And superseded his dog's place in the waiting.
Exactly what happened with Luigi Mangione.
It all comes down to that. It's Luigi Mangione all the way down.
All the way down.
All
Ooh,
right.
interesting.
She's like a Peruvian like plantation
Lifeguard.
owner? Okay.
Lifeguard.
Okay.
Plantation owner? I could, plantation owner.
You know?
But in the future.
Yes. That's right.
The year's probably
That's right.
2056 to 2074.
Yep.
2056 to 2074.
And they found that the
shit
soil
is really good.
The soil in Peru is really like just what's the word? Not adequate, but
nutrient dense.
Nutrient dense for a certain type of like
snake plant.
Yeah, they can do snake plant, and in the snake plant,
I think she produces.
Look
at her skin. I think she produces nut oils.
It's like they're growing lungs. You know,
sure.
They're growing like hearts. They're growing kidneys.
Oh,
you know what I mean? There's something about the density and the nutrient profile.
Okay.
She has like a bioengineered Peruvian farm where they're growing.
They're doing
extra
so
body
good.
Parts.
She's 3 days from leaving the women's collective farm and moving back home with her parents. You think so?
I think I could see that. I could see that if this was modern day. If it was modern day,
but this is the year 2058.
But this is the year 2058. Yeah. But no, if it was modern day, she's been to a women's only prison. She tried to do it with men, but she's been hurt too many times, so she definitely is fully lesbian. And her dad.
But if the year is 2058,
her dad's sick.
She's totally bi. She has
her mom's
5 partners.
Evil.
She's grown hearts and lungs.
But she is growing.
And here's
hearts
the funny thing. Nobody even needs him anymore.
That's the funny thing.
It's just kind of an art form. It's like
she made her money, and then it was in like a tiny little like scope of time where that was really profitable, and then now it's completely outdated.
89% of people have been digitized.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. They don't even need organic matter
and
anymore.
Every last one.
But she's like.
is in a Peruvian rape dungeon.
I knew you were going with the rape dungeon.
It always comes. It's rape dungeons all the way down. Ugh. That's my one great fear. I'm getting my skull frozen. Oh my God, modern Joan of Arc, 100%.
Wait, you think that's a chick?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's a guy. That's definitely a guy.
Look again.
This is the guy that when they make the Skyrim live action movie, this is the main
in
character.
2058, she's Time Magazine's White Man of the Year.
God damn it, Kutta. That's some good shit. I feel like she would star in a Chick-fil-A original series. I don't know if you know about Chick-fil-A doing original series, but she would.
Wait, is that?
She would.
Are they doing
I mean, maybe that's the beauty is that you can't tell if it is a woman or a man. They are. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is doing original series. Yeah.
What is it about?
I don't know.
Can you find out really quick?
I've been getting commercials for it. We've all been getting
commercials. Can you
please
find out really quick?
It's like an enchanted fucking forest.
Is it super? It's extremely white.
No, they had a bunch of
are they pushing
tiny little
back?
black kids in the
they're doing it.
They're doing the whole thing, yeah. And good for them.
Share the merry with a holiday favorite.
Is that?
This is it, yeah.
Only on the new Chick-fil-A Play app.
You're important to this work, Sam.
Look at this. They have a nice interracial family. Watching the Chick-fil-A original series, eating Chick-fil-A. They don't know that with every bite,
we don't hate blacks. I think is probably what they're trying to say.
Right.
Man, so now
no, but it was never about black folk with them. I mean, I think they listen. You know, As Dave Chappelle said,
it was the gays.
And I'm not gonna,
it was the gays.
It was the gays. Yeah,
it was the
exactly.
gays.
Exactly.
I guess I just always feel like, I mean, I guess there's like really specific time frames for hate for like really deeply imbued hatred, and so like if you're born in like the right like 3-year window, you're like, okay, you're born in this 3-year window, okay, 80% chance you hate blacks. Okay, you're born in this 3-year window. They were really fighting the gays these years.
It was the gays for them. They got the gay fever. Yeah,
gay fever.
They've always
it's
been
just like
great
hay
with
fever.
black
That's
folk.
really. So this is actually kind of a big fucking deal, guys. So now fast food franchises are making movies.
Yeah, no,
that's
so I heard about
one
this.
of the 4 horsemen of the fucking apocalypse. Okay,
absolutely.
That is not a fucking good sign.
It's definitely not. It's definitely not.
I'm excited to see the movie though. I'm gonna watch the movie.
Like, I don't think that. I mean, that's perfect. You're actually the demographic for it. You literally have eaten the Chick-fil-A sauce at your house. Show the good folks.
I fucking have some right
You have
here.
a small child.
Here's the thing.
You have a small child who would love to watch
Chick-fil-A.
Enchanted, whatever. I mean, this is...
It's like if you're addicted to heroin, okay? It's like if you're addicted to heroin and you don't support these cartels, but you do buy their sauce.
Sure. I wonder if they try to shoehorn in, like... Any of the
Chick-fil-A
Chick-fil-A,
sauce.
yeah, like, or the Chick-fil-A sauce like is like their power up.
You don't have to sell this shit; it sells itself.
Yo,
okay, I'm serious. I'm serious. Any of you fucking idiots out there ever had campfire sauce? Okay, a Red Robin, and thought, where the fuck can I buy this shit? Chick-fil-A.
Is that right?
100%. Can I squeeze a little bit in your mouth?
I do not want.
Please.
I've had it multiple times. That's. For me, I need to have Chick-fil-A sauce with chicken. I can't really like fuck with it with other stuff. You put it on a hot dog. I mean, I understand the theory there, but I want it. And by the way, really quick, just so everybody's like on the same page, Chick-fil-A, they really only shine at breakfast. I'm sorry, the lunch is not that fucking good.
That was rice and cheese and cashews.
Okay, I like that.
And Chick-fil-A sauce.
I like that.
You do like that?
I got no problems with that. I got no problems with that at all.
Okay.
Yeah, but really quick, it is a breakfast experience that you're after at Chick-fil-A. They do not have a good chicken sandwich for lunch. It's a fine chicken sandwich. It's an adequate.
They have a fine chicken sandwich. I like
yeah,
their
but
chicken
it's
sandwich.
not like it's nothing to write home about. By the way,
I didn't actually want to do the Chick-fil-A sauce. I just really wanted to bite of the hot dog.
Sure. Oh, look, this is the other man of the year in 2058. Huh. Now what is? I mean, I feel like this is the Peruvian lady once she got clean in the modern day.
Like time jumping here.
Exactly.
We're having a temporal exploration.
That's right. No, this is definitely former drug addict vibes for sure. Fucking
yeah,
sure.
but now I'm pretty successful.
Yeah, pretty successful. What like not in a sector that is fulfilling them though. Like they're fulfilled because they've got the gobs of wealth, but they're like
See, I still feel like it's the future.
Yeah.
I feel like she's like an attendant for an experimental new like implant.
Yeah.
You know, she like comes in right after the surgery.
Sure.
And like pulls like the 48-inch snake catheter out of your penis. And is like, don't worry, the numbness is
just temporary.
The numbness is just temporary.
You're dealing with a temporal numbness.
And she goes,
and
the numbness isn't temporary.
And then the snakes go into her mouth.
All
right, one more here. One more quick one here. I want to say just
kind of
just
a school, normal,
boring school teacher.
Boring fucking.
Had a pretty like normal life.
Yeah, he's just too like okay.
Yeah,
he's just too okay with it all to have anything exciting.
Right.
He did a decent job at being a father, decent job at being a husband.
Yeah,
good teacher, but not a great teacher.
He didn't even really have any dreams that he gave up on. He just true NPC, I guess.
Man, can
really.
you hold on a second though? I think that's just I think that's just what being a well-adjusted person is. I think we're just very, very not
maybe that's
well.
Here, I know what he is.
Well-adjusted.
He was murdered by somebody.
Oh,
he was murdered by somebody, and this is what they used in the newspaper. He was literally murdered. Okay, that makes me feel better.
That's good. I'm glad we found that.
Yeah.
I'm glad we found that.
That's what was going on there.
We deserved to find that.
Yeah.
We didn't deserve to go out on a flat fucking fart.
Yeah, I don't want any of that. folks, take care of yourself this week. Take care of yourself. Try to, if you can, try and have a conversation with an old friend. You know, try and pick up the fucking phone, shoot a text, set a time, have a convo, clean your house. You might be surprised. You might be surprised.
Try as hard as you can, and I'm serious right now. You don't have to do it. You don't have to succeed, but you have to try as hard as you can.
This is about to be some debaucherous shit.
The first squirrel that you see, try to kill it by whatever means necessary. Anything goes, okay? Hit it with a car, hit it with a rock. Just catch it and bite its fucking head off. I don't care how you fucking kill that squirrel. The first squirrel that you see. The second squirrel, you don't have to do it again. Just the first squirrel. If you don't want to do it, stay inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coda says
We'll
you're my
Friday.
only friend, Jeff. See, Coda, you gave away the game plan. You can't run the game plan on me when you give me the fucking blueprint.
It is a dangerous move.
He's making me love him now. He's making me need his approval. I love you too, Coda. I do.
I feel like
thank you for being nice to me.
I feel like the thing is, I feel like it fucking works though.
Oh yeah, no, I would. There's a lot I would do for Coda.
Yeah.
There's a lot I would do for Coda.
Should we start manipulating people?
I want to try and manipulate Coda into. I don't even know.
When does it start?
It started
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was to say it started 10 episodes ago. This
10
whole thing's been
episodes
a long
ago?
con. I knew you fuck with me, Coda. Come on, boy.
Come on, boy.
I knew
Come
you
on,
was.
boy.
I knew you was on the J Fever. Come on, boy.
So reach out to a friend and kill the first squirrel you see by any means necessary.
Yeah, reach out to a friend and maybe enlist them to kill the squirrel, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like when you haven't talked to a friend in a while, you know, your paths can differ. So do a vibe check.
Not a chipmunk.
Do a vibe check.
Not a chipmunk. Too easy, too small, too cute. Chipmunks are good ones. And they're also their populations are being obliterated by squirrels. So honestly, literally, you are doing a public service by killing a squirrel.
We love you, Coda.
If somebody can show me a squirrel corpse that they killed, I'll send them $200.
How to manipulate each other. It's going to be a good time.
Look up if it's legal in your jurisdiction.
I do want your approval.
If it's not legal, don't do it. But if it is legal and somebody sends me a picture of a squirrel corpse that they killed, I'll send them $200 cash. I'm 100% serious.
One time we said, send us a picture of an accidental boner by your dog, and somebody did. And we said, don't rouse a boner, but there's an accidental boner.
Coda, I'll straight up send you $200. If you get a video though, honestly.
I got a heart out here.
Hey, we love you guys. $200.